I knew the Democrat Party was capable of stooping real low. I just never in a million years figured it was going to go this low. I cannot believe the study I just saw online conducted this month and what it points to that's going on within the Liberal Party. It's going to shock you, and I'm going to show you it right now, right here on American Advocates. I'm going to waste no time and get right to the point because this is absolutely nuts. This is the NCRI Network Contagion Research Institute publishing this study April 7th, 2025. Very fresh. Can't use that word even, but look at what it's talking about. A new culture is amongst the Liberal Party, apparently. Justification for unaliving Elon Musk and President Donald Trump. 31%, 38% of respondents stated it would be at least somewhat justified. 31% for Elon, 38% for Trump, respectively. These effects were largely driven by respondents that self-identified as left of center, with 48% justifying it for Elon and 55% justifying it for President Trump. The Elon derangement syndrome and the Trump derangement syndrome is very, very real, and it's being fueled by media outlets. They share a part of this blame. Don't kid yourselves. Nearly 40% of respondents stated it as at least somewhat acceptable to destroy a Tesla dealership as well. And go figure, that's exactly what they spend their weekends doing. Protesting nonsensically, getting paid by George Soros, and setting fire to Tesla dealerships. Is this really that surprising? It's shocking to me, but to me, shocking and surprising are very different. I'm not surprised, but I'm always shocked. And here we go. We have the graphs right here. You can see the simplified bar graphs of it. 55% of people left of center when it comes to the justification of how they feel about Trump. 48.6% left of center justifying it for Elon. And then it shoots up more to 57.6% left of center for destroying Tesla dealerships. And they say partially acceptable. Maybe you shouldn't, but if it happens, that's basically the whole thing. And are we really surprised? Do you remember that Jimmy Kimmel clip?
Vandalizing Tesla vehicles, new Tesla vehicles. Please don't vandalize. Don't ever vandalize Tesla vehicles. And so
they openly say this stuff on TV. If all you're able to do is hear him say that and you're not able to see the facial expressions on his face, it sounds like he's saying don't do it. But then you see it, he's got the twinkle in his eye, he's getting all cutesy about it. This is what they do. They promote this stuff on television. This is how comfortable they are. There are many different reforms we need to happen in America for our nation to be restored. And a media reform is absolutely one of them. Back to the study real quick here. This is the full laid out bar graph on a scale of 1 to 7 from not justified at all, representing 1, to completely justified. Mind you, completely justified, representing 7. Donald Trump in the right graph, Elon in the left. Take a look. It's like over half say it's not justified at all for Elon. So believe it or not, Elon is still technically a little bit more popular with liberals from the standpoint of they don't want him dead. But then you have Donald Trump, and it changes. It changes. Less than half would say that it's not at all justified, and 13.2% would say it's completely justified. Absolutely nuts. Now you gotta just ask yourself, what can be done about this? Because when I see stuff like this, that's always my next thought immediately. After the shock and awe of it all wears off, I literally just sit around and go, what can one do about this? Because while you have on one side the MAGA party, changing the Republican Party at historic levels, hopefully for the next coming 4 or 5 decades, eliminating the rhinos, demanding fair press. We are the most aware, most common sense party currently, and it's not even close. But you would think that with the Democrats hitting rock bottom, they would start clawing their way back out, and they're not. They just continue to spiral downhill more and more. And studies like this that are recent, this is April 7th, 2025, studies like this are pointing to the fact that they're not getting better. They're getting worse. Maybe the Minnesota Republicans are right. I didn't think they were, honestly. I thought it was a funny story. But they're proposing that Trump derangement syndrome be classified as an actual recognized mental illness that is treatable. I thought it was funny. I laughed at that and I thought, no, that's not right though. Maybe they are right, because what else is one to do? I usually don't like to be critical without having answers, and I just don't know. I think there's long-term solutions. We need an education reform. We need to return to 2-parent households. There's a lot wrong with our society that needs to be fixed. I think we're on the right track when it comes to that, but it's going to take time and it's going to take years. America's not even going to fully be restored by the end of Trump's 4 years. I think he's going to be working as hard and as fast as possible at record-breaking speeds compared to any other president I've ever lived through. America, most likely, at this point, would honestly be better off as a one-party country without the Democrat Party. And the only thing I can see happening with that party in the future is them fracturing into multiple different parties. Certainly, a socialist version of that party will rise up with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Bernie Sanders leading the way. Perhaps maybe the Libertarians join in on that too. I don't know. We will see what the future holds. Until then, God bless America. We need it.